What's going on, folks? Elijah here. Friday evening commute home. Start this weekend. It's been a very busy week at the job, so definitely glad to knock this week out and get started on some relaxing and chillaxing for the next couple days. Definitely appreciate the fact that I do have a regular 9 to 5 for the most part. That I've been very blessed in my adult working life. I have not worked a lot of weekends, honestly. In my adult working career, I've always been very blessed to have at the least Sunday off. I've had jobs where I had to work Saturday, but I've never actually had a job where I've had to work Sundays regularly, like a lot of people do. So definitely a blessing. Don't have to be religious like me. I'm not religious, so doesn't mean you can't be blessed. So, got a chance to check out the debate yesterday between President Trump and Vice President Joe Biden. It was quite the event. Sorry, Cajun. Cajun didn't want me to pass him, but he got blocked by some jerk that cut him off anyways. Not my fault. Ain't my fault, dog. Get around y'all real quick. See who's coming down this intersection. Safer if you can see. But yes, the final presidential debate started off somewhat civil, but descended into personal attacks. But hey, that's what I wanted. We got to hear what the candidates have planned, and at least in my case, realize that our president is an idiot and he has no plan. He's literally just making it up as he goes along. Pretty crazy. Also in the news today, it was revealed that a couple of the Boogaloo idiots, as I like to call them, we want our term back. Boogaloo belongs to us, brother. Can't have it. These jokers were actually the ones up there in Minnesota and other cities in America during the George Floyd civil unrest, as I like to call it, actually causing these riots and have been arrested for such crimes. And they were actually in coordinated attacks. So some unnamed source at the FBI, which I'm assuming somebody got rolled and told on these guys who were creeps, who were openly bragging about one guy here in California killed a security officer, an African-American security officer, who was beloved at the federal building in Oakland during the George Floyd protest. And then he killed a sheriff's deputy, I believe, in another county here in California. He was just on a murder spree. These guys want to be legitimate, but they're just murderers. So, but they actually found out that they were both communicating with each other via text messages and congratulating each other. They caught one guy who was up in Minnesota, and he actually was shooting his AK-47 at one of the precincts up there in Minneapolis that got burned down and looted, and he also helped to basically set it on fire as well, in addition to shooting at it with an AK-47. But of course, this idiot, this booger idiot, this boogers, Boogaloo, they're a bunch of boogers, have been arrested, and rightfully so. And because they did a coordinated attack, they're going to be on the FBI's radar now. And I guarantee you, the FBI, just like the militia idiots, the ball spot beer gut idiots in Michigan, they're going to start dropping dunce caps on these cats and start infiltrating them and start springing stings on them, because these guys are actively trying to they're actively making attacks on uniformed law enforcement officers and employees for the federal government. And I hate to tell you, dog, that's a one-way ticket to either a jail cell or a casket nap. And that's just all there is to it. Personally, I feel like, happy hunting, federal government, because, they've been wanting to go after these guys, but they haven't been able to do so as of yet. But coordinated attacks, you're definitely going to be on the domestic terror list, and they're going to start running ops on you. So, I mean, it just also shows that, a lot of the protests, the violence was actually caused by far-right instigators, as long was suspected, anyways, who were just trying to get people killed by the government, and the people to kill the government so that they can try to take advantage of the chaos. That's why I tell people, especially the protesters, have smaller, more well-organized protests with people in your community that that register and sign up. So that way protests are smaller. You can inform your own local, patrol officer that you're doing it, so they can maybe drop by. So that way, if there are outside agitators who are troublemakers, you can actually point them out, and that's going to help bring law enforcement and their communities together when they're taking collective action against these thugs, these booger idiots who want to start some crazy civil war because they're upset and armed to the teeth, and they don't have anything better to do with their lives. Freaking idiots! Go do something constructive, for Christ's sakes. All these guys, think that they're gonna, have a civil war, and if they survive, somehow they're gonna start their own fiefdom or some crap like that. But one, you're probably gonna get eliminated if you did start a civil war. You ain't gonna make it. You're bald, you got a bare scut, you're out of shape, you got more guns than you can carry anyways. This is gonna be a big fat target. Gonna send a drone swarm on you, take out your whole crew in one sweep. These guys are living in fantasy land. I mean, this ain't, life is not, you're not gonna be living a life that's just one big Call of Duty match like these guys want. They want to do war every day. Freaking idiots. Do something constructive with your life. But that's the poor boys, as Joe Biden called them last night. These people are freaking fools, man. But be careful if you're out there protesting. Just know that these boogers are out there boogering it up, trying to cause trouble between people and just trying to take advantage of the chaos. These Joker type people who they're sociopaths or whatever. They got other issues. They're bathed themselves in toxic masculinity. They have nothing good to contribute to society. And like I said, it's going to be interesting watching them get devastated by the feds as time goes on here, now that they've been caught in active plots. On another note, the LAPD chief, Michael Moore, released a report on on the actions that took place during the George Floyd protests here in the city of Los Angeles. And as has been said by the protesters and local authorities here, the vast majority of protests, over less than 6% of them were violent or had violent agitators at them, where the police used force and unfortunately caused harm to peaceful protesters, in some cases severe injuries, and had arrests. So unfortunately, or fortunately for protesters, and unfortunately for the boogaloo idiots and the militia people and the alt-righters, the 3%ers and the Proud Boys or the poor boys, they're wrong categorically, and there's just no facts to back up that these were riots. These were civil unrest, and they were actually quite civil, at least here in Los Angeles. And as much hate as California gets by the right movement, because we've all decided we want a different future than what these booger idiots want. And these maniacs out there, they want to bag on California, even though we're like the most successful state in the union, got the most population, and do the most of everything in every category. Do we have big problems? Yeah, that's because we do other big things and we have big success. So that was another thing that came out today. There's going to be a bigger report that comes out and kind of consolidates that info. It was just preliminary, but that was encouraging, and it was definitely encouraging to see all the people out there together of all colors and races uniting for a single positive cause in their communities. I just hope people are more aware of all of the bad actors out there. I hope people get more organized so that they can help deter these people from showing up, or if they do show up, they can work with the authorities in their community to segregate these people from the peaceful protesters and make sure they're not launching terrorist attacks like they are, and destroying communities that they're not even from, and trying to blame black people or brown people for it, even though we're not the ones doing it, obviously, as the evidence shows. So, just some interesting developments, guys. So I'm feeling pretty good this week. Gonna go try to get me a cheeseburger. Hope they're still open. Get me some cheeseburgers. Go get me a couple beers. Go home, watch me an anime. I'm trying to make Friday night my gaming night. So I'm playing me some video games. I haven't really been playing. I've been buying video games, but I haven't been playing them. Go watch me some Giant Gorg anime. Pretty good. Definitely check it out. Got some Gundam stuff to watch too. And just relax. I started playing that Titanfall 2. I like any video games or anime with big robots in it, or any type of robot. That's my ish. Care what it is. I'm trying to watch that mess. My brother always makes fun of me, like, really, robots again? Like, hey, I like what I like, man. He always makes fun of me. Oh, really? Big robots again? Kaiju movies, yeah, I like Godzilla too. But that's my ish, man. That's what I like to watch when I'm off. So I'm gonna go play me some Titanfall. I love mech games. Anything with a robot in it, I'm playing it. Cyborgs, Terminators, whatever it is. But yeah, definitely looking forward to get some beers, just relaxing. Get to call my folks, check on them. Shout out mom and dad. Shout out to my sister. She just got a local. She got nominated for a local position in her community by the mayor there. So definitely shout out to her up in SF. Congratulations, Rachel. She's doing big things up there, and going to do more big things as time goes on. I just don't get these cagers sometimes, man. Like, where are you gonna go in your family car, man? Like, except in this traffic. Just idiots, man. Just calm down, slow down. Traffic sucks in LA. You ain't gonna get nowhere no faster in a family car, dog. So we have to wait it out, bruh. Alright, let me get up in here before it closes. That's all for today, guys. Till next time, be safe. Elijah out.